Yeah, don't mind me, just here alone in this stupid garage working on Batmobile machine guns. Nothing creepy to see here. Better. What's up, people? So I'm here by myself today, hooray. So there's no one to hold the camera. But I'm gonna make a fun video that I hope you all enjoy because we have to tune up the Batmobile machine guns. Man, this is some crazy YouTube channel right now. Anyway, so for everybody that's gonna freak out, no guns, first of all, they're props. They're not actually real guns. I can't actually put any ammunition into a receiver and fire it. So for everybody that freaks out over that, don't freak out. It's a Batmobile. I'm not actually Bruce Wayne. I'm not actually going to fight crime, and no one's gonna get hurt. So, Batmobile machine guns, let's take a closer look. I'm gonna move this camera, and I hope you don't mind the impromptu nature. So check this out. So it's a replica built of the approximate same size of the Browning .30 caliber machine gun. I think it was like toward the end of World War I, right after World War I, that sort of thing. Usually mounted on a tripod, would have had a handle back here, but in the movie it was just a prop like this. Aluminum made here. There's steels and various metals and such. And we've got, and actually I got to clean this up and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do it. The brass of these oxidized over the years. Now these are actually 30-06 rounds that are not loaded with any powder. You can see that the primer cap has already been hit and there's nothing in them. So this is literally just worthless metal for a prop right now. But it certainly looks cool. So we're gonna clean those up. Over here, actually, let's go over. I'll show you what I'm doing there with the process. Thank you for being patient. All right. So here is a Xerox tumbler. You turn it on, exactly the same stuff as a little kid would have had for polishing rocks, you see there. So here's the rock tumbler. And I haven't been doing this hardly at all. It's been tumbling for like 3 minutes, so they have not really started to clean up at all. But inside it is a mild soapy kind of solution. And give me 1 second here, I gotta move things around. It's impromptu, what do you want from me, real life? So anyway, here's one of the rounds. It's just starting to get shiny. You can see the part that is polished here. That's where the clips are that hold the ammo chain together. But it's starting to get a little bit better. And then what we've got in here, hope I don't make a total mess, are, if you can see those, they're little stainless steel kind of needle bearing type things. And they just go through and beat all the oxidation off. So honestly, when these are done, they're probably gonna have a little bit of a satin look and need to be polished a little. And I'm sure there's a lot of you guys out there that are probably, frankly, into historic firearms, and you are very good at loading ammunition, but I don't have that stuff. So I'm sure you know a better way. Maybe comment below, but be nice, because this is all I got, so I gotta work with what I got to clean it up. So I'm gonna put this back over here. Let's see, so here are the clips that would hold those rounds of ammunition together. Now these are actual clips from back in the day that would have been used, and they're loaded into it to create a chain. So you could get some of those old clips, load some effectively blank or dead rounds that are inert. They can't do anything to hurt anybody unless I throw it at you, and then you'll just be like, hey jerk, and punch me in the face. Yeah, so that's that. So it makes a really good look. These go right on here like that, and then get safety wire to this piece of aluminum. Looks real cool. So that's pretty much that. And then for anybody that doesn't know, and I don't know if I can do this with my hand worth a darn, I'm gonna show you how this gets pressed out. If it was actually in a firearm and got loaded in, it gets jammed through like that and pops out. So there's a round that I just pushed out of this clip, and that would have gone like this to create a link in the chain. And then the round would go through and be pressed in there like that to create a chain link. And also it's, you know, movable like that. So just a little bit of interesting information there. Actually some history and engineering information. Again, please guys, don't give me a bunch of like gun crap in America right now. Can we all just chill? It's a movie prop, okay? These aren't actual real guns. All right, so going on, and maybe I ought to turn the light on in here, or is it cooler being Batmobile-like? So what we've got here, and I'm going to show pictures since I can't really show you on the camera that well, but take a look close. All right, I'm tilting this thing. So you can see right here, these two guys here, they feed propane and oxygen. And how this works is, and how it fires with the cadence, which I'm going to show you guys in a minute, with the muzzle flash and all. Mechanics, old mechanics and fabricators, if you've ever tried to light an oxyacetylene torch and done it wrong and it goes pop and bangs and then flames out, that's effectively what's going on here. You get an explosion. So how this works is we've got a combustion chamber here that feeds oxygen and propane to it with electronic solenoids, which are controlled via a computer-controlled circuit in each one of these props, so that you force the propane and oxygen in at different PSIs, and that's how you get your mixture. So if you're running a little rich on the propane and the gunfire is weak, then you're going to want to up your oxygen. Or if you're running rich on the propane, but your explosion is too big, you want to bump down the propane. Do you see how that relationship works on the PSI? So that's how you get the mixture right. And the computer-controlled solenoids fire to get the proper cadence, that boom, 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 like that. And so it fires at a similar cadence to the original firearm. And of course, you get a big muzzle flash out of the front. It's very loud, it's very cool. We're going to do that in a minute. We're going to tune them up. But you can't actually fire anything out of it. I mean, yeah, sure, you could probably jam something in it and go poof, but this is not a firearm. It can't fire anything. So it's very loud and it's dramatic and exciting and looks kind of real. But for any person who actually has shot a gun or knows anything about firearms, if this weapon were real, it would be shooting a projectile, which would be breaking the sound barrier. And a lot of the sound, when you fire an actual round as opposed to a blank, comes from the breaking of the sound barrier, the projectile, as well as when that thing comes out, it comes at a stronger concussion. It's a harsher, nastier hitting explosion that affects the airwaves that creates sound to your ear. This is it's a softer explosion because it just explodes into the air with flame and a boom. So it's kind of cool, but it's not the same thing. So if you've ever been at like a history reenactment type thing, whether you're at Conneaut for the D-Day reenactment, or you're at some sort of like Civil War or, you know, Independence War celebration, and they fire a cannon, that's loud. And actually, that's kind of louder as a blank in some ways because it's black powder. Black powder is a big explosion where modern gunpowder flames and creates gas real fast, so it's a little bit different sound. But anyway, I'm just saying, in real life, gunfire is a lot louder and a lot nastier, and also obviously meant to kill people, which, you know, I don't think we need to do that right now. We're just having fun with a movie prop. So, you know, these are pretty heavy, they're pretty cool, and this door here that would have been on the original actually does kind of function similarly to the original as a prop, but again, this is not a real firearm. It cannot fire any rounds. There's no handle, there's no trigger on it. And it looks really great for the Batmobile. This one is mounted fixed. These doors on the movie car, if I'm not mistaken, in the movie were just blown off and the guns popped up and went bang, 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 bang. Of course, this is a real car and this isn't movie editing, so the doors are fixed and the guns are here. They could be removed if you want to display it without them. But this one being turbine powered, I want to show you something else. If you guys look, this is one of two exhausts for the turbine engine, the turbo shaft engine. So, you know, we're talking, gosh, that's like 7 inches in diameter each side, and that's actually the side you need. This isn't some Ricer BS, you know, exhaust tip sort of thing. And I can't remember off the top of my head, but we're talking like 1,200 degrees Fahrenheit coming out. So with this exhaust being here, there's no room for the actuations of the guns going in and out and up and down, so they're fixed for this turbo shaft powered car. I'm going to bring you guys around to the back and show you the gas cylinders, because that's pretty cool. We are doing guerrilla YouTube today. All right. All right. So I've removed the rear deck with the louvers here. You can see that. And here, I think you can see well enough. Let's see if I can up the levels. Here's our oxygen. We've got a regulator on it that we can adjust. There's a small propane canister. We've got compressed air here, and that is a small liquid tank for the flamethrower, because everybody needs a flamethrower, right? All right, let's get back here. And I'm gonna hook this thing up. Yeah, don't mind me, just here alone in this stupid garage working on Batmobile machine guns. Nothing creepy to see here. All right. Okay, so I'm going over here, and I'm going to open the propane and oxygen. The propane valve, I find you want to open those all the way. Sometimes they'll leak just a tiny bit. All right, what kind of PSI we running here? It seems to me the best way to test something out and make it better is just to give it a try. And if it sucks, we'll adjust it. So let's find out. Oh, and by the way, the audio right now, you guys, is going through a lavalier mic on my neck. So I am very assuredly putting earplugs in because I am in a closed room, which means it's going to focus all the sound at trying to make me never be able to hear again. And I don't like that idea. So I guess this thing is armed. All right. I'm gonna wait for these earplugs to push in there. Give me a second. Looks like the gas isn't quite getting to the left one, right? Pretty big flash, pretty heavy power. I think we're a little heavy on the oxygen. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. Let's see what that does. That didn't work. Better. All right. I'm going to knock the propane down a little. All right, so that's pretty darn good right there. Real subtle, we're talking about just a couple of PSI differences, but it's not a whole lot different than just adjusting the carburetor on an old car. You know, if you've ever adjusted a idle jet or something like that, or a motorcycle for that matter. And with a real machine gun, you don't want to just sit there and fire it forever. You might overheat it. So what I'm going to do now is a safety precaution. There's a little gas left in the lines, and I just shut off the valves at the bottle. So I'm going to go ahead and fire the guns until all the gas is purged. All right. All right, power is off. Fuel solenoid off. And the fuel is off. So I think as one last thing for this video, I'm going to give you guys a teaser of what the engine will sound like during startup. So hopefully you come back. I think it'll sound like this. Oh man, well, just another day in the life of the garage of Casey Putch. This is weird. But I hope you guys are having fun. Are you not entertained? Somebody told me to say that, which is probably some horrible line that's gonna make me sound like a creeper, so I'm not gonna do that again. But I am enjoying having you guys all watching, and the comments, you guys are a lot of fun. I got my buddy in Texas who's busting my balls lately. That's hilarious. And it's a great time. So we're gonna keep more coming, very real and honest content. not just about cars and building and racing or helping, forward young people's lives through Genius Garage. Philosophy matters, social matters, things that deal with cars and life for everybody out there, and things that I can certainly relate to as well. And, I'm really honored you guys are here. Hit 10,000 subscribers a few days ago and climbing quick. So I hope we get to keep growing. I hope we get to make this channel bigger, because it's going to give me the opportunity to do more builds with you all and for you all. And it's going to give me the ability to do lessons and things like that. We can even do car design lessons, mechanical things, ways for people to be inspired and learn across the world. So, guys, I really appreciate it. We'll get some merchandise out there in the future. I've been having some people want some fun and cheeky t-shirts and things like that. Show your support in the comments, like it, subscribe, please. And always a share goes a long way if you're enjoying the content. But let's all have a lot of fun together. See you guys next time.